So it was the logistics and supply chain management course. I did my last year part-time, so I split it over 2 years. And then I got kept on in Network Rail. So when I was working I was working full-time, studying part-time. I was working within the procurement team for Wales. So just literally working on anything that would come in, anything planned, any planned works, reactive works, basically doing all the tender documentation for it and putting it out to contract, out to tender and then awarding the contract. And then did a little bit of supply management as well. So I did kind of just get thrown into things. Obviously, I had a little bit of training at the start, and then kind of just shadowed a girl called Olivia, who was actually the placement student the year before, and she also got kept on. So she went into the full-time role. I replaced her as the student, and then we just kind of worked together on various different procurements and contracts then. So they don't expect you to know everything straight away because you just come out of uni, you've never worked in a job like that before. So I think, having, that time to kind of slowly pick things up and gradually learn a little bit about everything, and having the time to develop your public speaking, your confidence and stuff like that, it was really good. And even if I went to another job and I didn't get kept on, that confidence then would have stayed me ready for that job. So I saw the advertisement. I think it was on the placement website where it advertised all the upcoming placements. And then I think at the time Scott was working with one of the managers in Network Rail, and he was coming into uni every week to talk to the students as well. So I kind of just had a chat with him, and then Scott helped me do my presentation, which obviously got me the job when I went into the interviews. More recently, I got promoted to a band 4, which was another step up, and now I'm a commercial manager. So kind of moved away from the procurement side of things, and I kind of just manage all the contracts that I previously put in place, which is really good because I've got all the knowledge of the ones I put in place, and then manage them from like a post-contract perspective now. I think the biggest one for me, even not to do with actually learning the job, was confidence. Because obviously I've had jobs before, but it's been like customer service, not kind of going to meetings and talking to like high level people and delivering presentations and stuff like that. So at first I wouldn't say I was shy, but I was definitely not as confident in public speaking. So I think that first year really did help develop that. And obviously there was a lot of support from like my line manager and my other bosses in the team. So I think having that student status as well, they don't expect too much of you, so you have that year then to really just learn and develop yourself and get confidence. So even though obviously we did a lot of theory, we did also in uni put a lot of that theory into real life perspective. So that helped again then in applying not only just the theory into my job, but then looking at it as the theory doesn't always work. You've got to look at it in a a real life case study kind of view. So I think that helped, having a lot of the hands-on lectures where we had people come in and speak to us and talk about the real world and how the jobs work. It was amazing, to be fair. Like everybody was there if you needed them, like whatever hour, whether it's to do with assessment, applying for a placement, applying for a job. Scott's always there if you want to give him a call anytime. Even now, to be fair, even after we've finished uni, he still always picks up the phone and has a chat. And even the other lecturers, like I said, if you had an assignment on, the majority of them, you could drop them an email at like 11 o'clock saying, I'm really stressed, what do I do with this? And half the time they'd either come back the next morning or sometimes the same night. So it was really good having that kind of, you knew they'd answer you fairly quickly and give you that support that you needed. Yeah, definitely. I think at first, when I first went onto the course, when there was like the discussions of having a year out, I was kind of like, do I really want a year out? I kind of just want to finish my degree and get over and done with as soon as possible. Obviously, Scott encouraged us. We always say that he sold us the dream because he was just banging on so much about going on placement. But I think it's 100% beneficial because at least then when you graduate, you haven't just got your degree, you've already got a year's experience, which puts you ahead of other people who maybe haven't done that placement year, and you learn so many new things as well. So I think it is definitely 100% worthwhile doing it.